Well, good morning. Hey, we've hit it. 30 days straight. I'm mad. I've got oh dear. Welcome everyone. I'm Steve Hay. This is Woodworking Masterclass Live, where you get to see mistakes in real time. Had a thought about yesterday. Wish I never started it, but we'll finish it. For those who didn't see yesterday's episode, I had this idea that I thought was a good idea at 23 minutes past 6 in the morning, where I could make a little project using really basic hand tools. And these are the really basic hand tools I'm using. A rusty old saw, an incomplete plane, a pocket knife, a combination, and a chisel over there. So far, we have managed to make dovetails using just those things. I've got to cut the pins now, which we'll do very shortly when I catch up with everyone and say, hi, how are you? First of all, I just got to post this on Facebook, so I will be with the chat room in a second. Oh dear, what's happening here? Don't want that one. I want that one. That's the one I want. What? I don't know if my mouse is on strike or what, but something's going funny here. And it's cooler today. It's lovely. It's the first time in ages I haven't had the air conditioner on, which is great, which means I can have the door open. We did have an accident. That's why I'm running a bit late. Had a bit of a water spillage there, which I filled that Pepsi bottle up. And I thought, oh no, that'll be right there. I won't kick it over. 2 minutes later, guess what? Yeah, kicked it over. Good on me. Oh dear, so that's why I'm running a little late. And then my countdown thing didn't want to work. Anyway, we're here now. That's the most important part. I'll just make sure I'm in the middle, close enough. I'll just whack this on the Facebook, and then we can get into the festivities for the day. There we go. Just change my photograph because I don't want those. Oh, actually, I might put those up again. Why not? That'll do. I'm sure Terry won't mind if I pinch one of his photos. I'll put it on the Woodworking Masterclass and we will see. Okay. All right, that appears to be all right there. I'm there. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of that. I've got that one up. Okay, we're here. It's all happening. I can't believe there's people still wanting to watch me after yesterday, but it's been an experience. It really has. To go back to raw basics, and believe me, when I started out, I didn't have much more than I've got now. So it just goes to show you can still do things. Well, I'll say good day and then I'll say what I'm going to do today if you haven't read the thinger. G'day Stephen, everyone. G'day Louise. G'day Ray. G'day T-Bone. G'day Wolfie. Good morning Paul. Hello Trevor. G'day Chad. How are you? Pleased to have everyone in the shop today. Devon, good morning or good evening for you. Dobie, good to have you in. Right, the idea was a good idea, Steve. It's still a great idea. Just should have got Anthony to do it. Oh, mate, how long do you think the stream would be with Antoine? Actually, he's into it. He's actually, I haven't said anything, but that scythe he made a couple of days ago, he's actually painting it and using it. See, I don't have to open the, look at that. The mongrel's in here licking the water up. What? Oh, I don't want to get me feet wet, Dad. Come on, come in. Yeah, oh, yuck. Oh, I hate that. Got nothing to eat, mate. Got nothing to eat. Sorry, how's your back going? Well, that looks like it's getting better. Just want a bit of loving, do you? Well, that's all right. What do you want to do? In case you think I'm talking to me feet, I'm not. I'm talking to this fella down here. You right? No, just have a bit of a... That's it, he's lost interest now. He'll go back out if he wants to. Hates water. Just loathes it. Ooh, he's over the wet towel. Dear, oh dear. Bark and Iron, g'day mate, welcome to the workshop, all the way from Colorado. Well, salutations and greetings to you from Brisbane, Australia. Wombat, g'day mate. Dennis, quick hello to all. 1 a.m. You should be sleeping, David. Go to sleep. But thanks for dropping in and saying g'day anyway. Dave O'Hagan, welcome to the workshop. John, good morning. Are you at work or are you at home? Do you get a day off? See, we can empathise with each other, mate. We work 30 days straight. Oh, that's mad. Room for one and now two in the room. Oh, there you go. Well, you 100% increase. Wish my bank account would do that. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Mike, evening, everybody. Busy day here. Saturday in a turkey blind. Saw a turkey in half. Saw a turkey, I'm going to work on that one better in the day. Well, g'day, Mike. Welcome to the workshop. If only just put a fire on my woodworking for the night. No, actually, I'm lucky. I've got, because it's reverse cycle. So when it gets cold, I bump it up to, it's stupid, isn't it? When it's cold, I put it on to 28, 30 degrees. But when it's 28 or 30 degrees, I'll put it on to 21 degrees. Can't figure it out. It's one of those silly things. G'day, Ian. How are you? David Land, good morning. Oh, well, that's good. Thanks. I'm pleased you got in. Yeah, I'll go back to some comments I got in a little bit, which I found quite interesting. 17 in the room. Oh, dear, oh, dear. That's it, mate. I'm coming over to Canada. I'll do in-stream hospital house, in-house hospital streaming. There you go. No, I guarantee patients will get well. They want to get out of the place. Length of stream is irrelevant, Steve. With Anthony doing it, would have been proper beginner stream. No, it wouldn't, because he actually knows how to do a lot of stuff. He's just lazy. He is, and he's still asleep. Look at that. Day's half shot, and he's still asleep. 27 watching, David. I'm impressed. I really am. That is awesome. Oh, they're in season. Mate, good food's in season all year round as far as I'm concerned, but you're not allowed to, so they know. Tawny, hello all. Thank you to the coming into the workshop. There you go, with permissions, good. Day 1000, I've run out of projects. Oh, mate, get onto this one. Go and get the biggest, crappiest, rubbish looking tools you got and build something. Oh dear, trying to get my number 7 and number 3 chair. That's easy, Lucas. It's just the same as number 4. We can do that a little bit later on if you like. The only difference between the two, I take the corners off the blade of my number 3 and I leave them square on a number 7. A very good morning to you too, Mr. Murray Maxwell. Oh, that's not bad, John. 8:15, I can live with that. Oh, Your Highness, we were sending out the dogs to track you down. Pleased to see you well. Well, here anyway, I trust you well. Jay Brown in the house. Oh, Chad Brown. There you go. Okay, very good morning. Okay, what I've decided to do, because yesterday I went and had a nap, and I went and watched the last part of Now You See Me Too, and sorry, I didn't get it. Oh look, I enjoyed the movie, don't get me wrong, but I think it was more about special effects and the cameraman than actual storyline. The effects and the camera work sort of distracted from the story, and then, as we've said before, terrific movie, not knocking it, but Titanic. If that was in a town out west, it just wouldn't have had the same effect. Because it was Titanic and because this was magic, you sort of watch it, but it wasn't, it's going to sound dumb, it wasn't magic, it's all special effects. Which, anyway, but I watched the movie and I did enjoy it for what it was worth. And yeah, I came back down here to, as I said, I was going to finish the other half using my regular tools for whatever purpose I use them for. And it was interesting because this one, which we did live with these ratty tools that are on the bench, I believe that took me nearly an hour to do that. It's not bad, but it took nearly an hour. That, on the other hand, using the right tools, took me 8 minutes. So what I've decided to do, so we can see the difference, is I'm going to cut 2 of these pins here using these original tools we started with yesterday, and I'm going to cut the rest using what I would normally use. And there's an obvious difference in speed, but also the enjoyment factors, much more there. But this was to prove a point that you can do woodwork, and it's not a question, oh, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, or oh, if I only buy one of those, it doesn't matter. You can do it if you want to. And the comments I got, I was very reluctant to open the comments because I thought, oh no, I'm going to cop a, smash in here because it's hardly woodworking that I've been doing, excuse me, in the past. But no, they were very encouraging. So thank you for everyone that sent me emails and also made comments on the video. It did encourage me because, believe me, when I'd finished and I turned the cameras off, I thought, you idiot, what did you start that for? You'll never finish it. But I will. And it's, as I commented to, I don't know, I think it was David, that it's good sometimes to test yourself, because we can, and this is what this time is doing. Actually, it doesn't have dovetail, oh, you're a poet, dovetailing with what's happening in the world. A lot of us are actually having to come back to basics. We're actually having to spend time alone, be comfortable with our own company, spend time in the house with family members that we say good day to. And we're actually finding out what is at the core root of what makes us happy, what do we miss, what's important, what can we actually do, what can we cook, what can we produce, what can we sew, what can we do for our own amusement. Okay, you've got games, you've got IT and everything. So bringing that back to woodwork, very quickly so I don't get sidetracked, it was good to come back and use very, very basic tools and realise, hang on, this is interesting, I can still do this. I prefer to do it the other way, but I can still do it. So 2 things happen. One, you really appreciate the tools that you've got when you're using really good tools. And she's just snuck in behind me, I know. And the other thing is, it's a testament to how far you've actually come. And as I said before, when I started out, this is about what I had. Would you come here? Come here, my lovely, gorgeous, wonderful wife. Would you remember my first workshop Dara?
Yes.
How big was it? About?
Wasn't real big.
What do you reckon? It was about as wide as this bench?
Yeah.
And maybe...
Twice as long.
Well, it wouldn't even be twice as long, I don't reckon.
Maybe a half again.
And my first workbench was, what, a couple of... You remember that? That far back? A couple of tea chests?
Probably, yeah.
So, yeah, it's good. Anyway, well, that's what I was... So what I'm going to do is I'll do these two. Once Susan's finished her segment, I'll do these two with the basic tools and I'll finish them with the rest. What I'm also doing, I've got my computer. Look at Bob. See? It's wet. He's not walking on it. See, that's it. You can leave the fridge open with the... Oh, no, I kicked that water bottle over there. What was I said? Oh, yes, I got my computer back. Did I not?
You did.
Come here, only because then you can use my mic.
Oh, okay.
It's got nothing to do with anything else.
No, not at all.
But they loves you. Oh, he has come in. God, I'm sidetracking myself. What was that? Oh, you got my computer back. Oh, Ray, it works nice now. It's very, very fast. I didn't get a solid state drive put in. They just 1-for-1 the 3 terabyte I had in there, but they gave me a 2-month warranty, 2-year warranty on it, so fair enough. And it got rid of all the clutter that benches that collect. Oh, download that app. Oh, I'll have that program. I'll do this. And it's working like a dream. So what I'm doing is all Susie's segments I'm taking out and I'm giving you your own...
It's going to be my
playlist.
My brag section or my brag thing.
Yeah. You should have a look before you talking about bragging because you say some very, very close to the line things. So what I'm going to do is Susie's segments in their entirety, and also I'll have other ones that'll be about 30 seconds of just Susie's special, so sophisticated, sensational saying segments. Why couldn't your name be Patricia?
I don't know.
It'd be a lot easier.
He only wants to get me all my dodgy things so as he can embarrass me.
No, it's nothing to do with that at all. If I put them up, everyone likes you better than me, so they'll watch you and I'll make money out of you.
They just want me to lose them.
And I'm not gonna share.
You're not going to share?
No. Oh, I suppose I will. See, Trevor, I hung out for about 3 seconds. What have you got? What do you... Oh, so we haven't got a saying today, but wait. Susie's going to flash you. Her late... What?
One of mine.
One of... What's this? Get it up the right way. We should put it black so they can't see. We'll put the back on first. Then they won't know, will they? Yeah, hold it that way. Okay. And then we can drop it and see. And then we can do the big reveal. Oh, okay. This is... What's this? Is this a single bed one?
This is a single bed.
For chillins?
For chillins, yes.
For chillins. Okay, here we go. Whoop! You got to hold yours a bit tighter because I can't. There you go. So, there you go. Who was it? Was it Mike that had half a turkey? You pull out your end because I can't go back any further. You could have half an alligator, half a zebra, half a lion, or half a...
hippopotamus.
Or is it a hippopotamus? I thought, yeah, you see from where I'm standing, it looked like a trunkless elephant. What's a trunkless elephant?
I have no idea.
I just thought of this one dad joke off the top of my head. A trunkless elephant is an elephant that's in lockdown. He's not going anywhere, so he doesn't need a trunk.
Okay.
Billy Connolly, eat your heart out. Dear, oh dear. No, Billy Connolly's good. I like Billy Connolly. There you go. You pull that way. And so is that for an order or is that just on one you wanted to make?
I wanted to do it.
And what are you doing today? Oh, we've got to get all to the high Suze here. Here we go. Oh.
Just another construction of quilt.
I did look at it, just another. I'm impressed. Where are we at? Look at that. We've gone burlesque.
Oh, I've got to take my cardigan.
Oh, please, you just... See, I told you. Here we go. Why?
In here.
mean hot? You're hot.
Oh, thanks, though.
Well, you were. No, you are. You are. The doors open. I haven't got the aircon on.
I don't know.
But-
Maybe it's just me.
Oh, geez, you're sweating. You might have to go and lie. No, you might have to lie down. Go on. I said, Susie's got a bad back, poor darling. That's because she's on the sewing machine all the time. So when we got up this morning, I said, how's your back? Oh, you know, so. Oh, and then she started to get out of bed. I said, what are you going to do? I said, I'll go and sew. I said, well, sew, but don't sew to the point that your back hurts. Oh, she said, in that case, I'll stay in bed. But you didn't. You got up.
No, I went and got all our supplies that we needed.
Oh, biscuits. They're essentials. Ran out of double choc Tim Tams and I was down to my last Monte Carlo.
Yes, so I got that. But guess what you're having for tea tonight?
Monte Carlo and chopped biscuits?
No,
What?
curry prawns and rice.
Did you buy some prawns? Did you get Australian
I
banana
did.
prawns?
I got Australian peeled prawns.
Oh, peel buns. Okay, they didn't have those when I was in the other day. Good
more
morning. What?
Bit more expensive, but then you don't have to throw away the shells, so you're not paying.
Well,
for the
yeah,
shells.
it's not when you take all the blood and guts and
Yeah.
heads and brains and
Everything
poo
else
tubes
out, yeah.
out, you're not left with much. So, hang on, I'm just catching up because I'm way. Yeah, we did miss you, Prunella. It was very boring. Martha, good morning. Nice to have you sliding in. Hey, I've got a question for you. Bob's got just a scratch or a cut or something or other on his back, and obviously scabbed up, and the scab's come on, and it's a little bit raw flesh underneath. What can I dab on that without having him running around the block? I was going to put a little bit of metho on it to dry it out, but I don't think he'd enjoy that. So send me the invoice, dear, but I'd like to know a bit of cream or something or other. Oh, so Blue Wren, good day to you too. Did you say anything to you that you can repeat online? Oh, there you go. They said they had no clue there was something wrong in the blood, so they ran a dialysis. Okay, I spared you guys the grief of all the names. Oh, well, everybody that's watching with John. Hey, John, by the way, I've got to tell you, I don't know if I've got to say thank you or not thank you, but you did a post the other day on Facebook, and it was a peanut butter cheesecake. Well, because we're homeschooling the kids, we're not giving them that usual rubbish that they learn at school. We're giving them actually practical stuff they can use. And cooking is one of them. And I got Anthony in the other day. I said, there's your assignment for Monday. Find out what you need, add it up, work out what it's going to cost, work the directions out, and you can make that well. His jaw dropped, didn't he?
His eyes nearly popped out of his head.
And he came up with, we should make 3. I said, why 3? He said, well, if we cook 1, it's going to get eaten too quickly. So if we cook 2, we can eat 1 and we can still have 1 to eat later. But better yet, if we cook 3, we can eat 1 while we're cooking the 3 of them. So they're going to eat the ingredients.
1 for Papa and 1 for the rest of them.
Oh, I tell you what.
His nanny doesn't like peanut butter.
Don't you? Bonus will last a lot longer. If I'd known that, I'd spread peanut butter on your Tim Tams. And then I could have more Tim Tams. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, there's Prunella. Sorry, I'm way back. That's the size of my current workshop. Well, there you go, Mike. I did work in there. I used to work on the cars and had all sorts of things.
All sorts of things.
Your mess extends to the. What's the Parkinson's law? No, hang on.
Murphy's Law?
No, Murphy's Law. Everyone knows what Murphy's Law is. No, I'll tell you about that one in a minute. What is it? Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law is the job will expand to the time allotted. So in a workshop scenario, the amount of your mess will extend to the amount of room that you have. But Murphy's Law, okay, if I'm correct, states whatever can happen will happen at the worst possible. What's the worst can happen will happen at the worst time. That's Murphy's Law. I like Patterson's Law. Patterson's Law states that Murphy was an optimist. And you start playing with IT and everything, it's so true. Oh, did they? Oh, hang on, wait a minute. All right, you watch this one. Get all the breadcrumbs out. Come on, pucker up, girl. John said, when we hugged, everyone cheered in the next room. All right?
There you go. Okay.
This is gross. 130 years worth of... no tongue. All right? Okay. Keep your teeth in, too.
He's cruising for our cruising.
Give the mooch. Loves you. Oh, dear, if our kids are watching, you can throw up later. Don't care. Oh, dear.
King single, Ray.
What's a king single?
The bedspread.
Oh, king single. It's a king single. There you go. What, Marta, I can vouch for that. I've had Sue on the speakerphone in a long conversation. Yeah, we're in bed together. Not you. I mean, Sue and I, but we were talking to you. I remember that. Yeah. And we were gonna catch up when you came to Brisbane. Never happened. No. So there you go.
What I do, Ray, and everyone else, is when I make a single bed quilt, I usually make it bigger, so that way it will fit down well over the mattress, and not just the singles, but all of them. The biggest one I did was a super king size for my nephew, which was massive.
And
his wife, when they got married.
Oh, that's a lovely thing to say, isn't it? Did you realise what you just said? I just made this super king size quilt for my nephew, which was massive, and so is his wife. She's going to come up here and clock you.
Sorry, Abby, I didn't mean it like that.
But you're making a big one for us.
I am making a big one
So
for
what
us.
we've talked about, which is what we said the other day, I'm going to split this into two very soon.
Yes.
What are you going to... You're going to be the bus... Don't sharp objects near you and me. What? You were going to... You're on the brink, aren't you?
We have a bet that I won't finish the bedspread before he finishes the bed.
That's it. And I'm winning so far.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'll finish it today then. No, I won't finish it today. It's too big.
No, because you finish it today, I'm going to make the bed bigger. And then it'll be too small and you'll have to add something on.
We won't fit it in the bedroom.
No, we can fit about 12 combis in our bedroom. It's a massive bedroom. What is it? 5 metres by 9 or
Our
something?
bedroom's
Yeah,
massive.
it is. It's sort of...
If anyone comes to visit, and not that I invite everybody into the bedroom.
Yeah, I was waiting if you could clarify
I was gonna
that.
say that. They go, oh, I've never seen a bedroom that big before. And the ensuite is a normal size of a bedroom.
Yeah, well, you don't sleep in there, do you?
No, I don't, but
No,
I can chuck you in the spa.
That'd be nice. But actually, well, no, most people, they don't come in and say, wow, what a big bedroom. They say, why you got 2 mattresses? And then, well, I'm waiting for Steve to finish the bed.
Yeah.
And my son's, one of my sons has put dibs on it. He's got it when we kick off, but he's a bit concerned it might not be finished.
The other concern is that he may never get it out of the room, so
No, I'm going to
we
have
may
to...
have to have the house.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's a dear bed. Yeah, what we're going to do is actually put it together in the bedroom, and I'm going to have to video it and put a DVD in a secret compartment so they'll know how to pull it apart again. So there you go.
Yeah.
Your hair's looking nice.
Thank you.
You just don't take it easy.
Can't do a thing with it.
Oh, well.
And I don't want to get it cut again. It's driving me a bit crazy at the moment, but it'll be right.
Looks good. Still not as good as the Shopkins one, but nice. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Barking on, like, have you ever gone, hang on, whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Max reckons I'm treading on eggshells. Prunella likes cheesecake. G'day, Panda. Oh, you are so late. Just go and send a note to Her Majesty and Prunella will mark it off as present. Yeah, what was that? We stayed in a hotel once. Another Menzies in Sydney, that used to be our favourite.
Yeah.
But there was one we stayed in Brisbane, and I kid you not, it was five pillows?
Yeah,
five pillows wide. It was great. Except Sue kept complaining she didn't have any bed. It doesn't matter. I like nuggling.
Yeah.
Dear. Where are we? Okay, that's it. We're up to it. I'm going to finish the bed tonight. I say that when I'm going to make the bed. But anyway, what we're going to do is split this into two sections. So Susie's section will be down here the same, but I'll be up in the top shed and I won't have the cameras on down here. I wouldn't do that to you.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, that's... Yeah, go on.
He's cruising for a bruising.
Crawling for a sprawling.
Yep, and you're going to get both.
Oh, well, I've got biscuits, so it can't be too bad.
I'll take them back.
You would too, wouldn't you? I'll go spit on them. There you go. Then we won't be allowed to take them back. Well, is that gross? I'll let Bob lick them.
What I'll do to you, I'll do what we did to John with the apple pie.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. I'd eat them.
I'll
Our eldest son, who's, how old is he now?
46.
46. When he was 4, he got in and ate an apple pie. Well, he didn't eat the whole apple pie. He just scooped the guts out and ate the top. And so to teach him a lesson, Sue made 2 more apple pies, made him sit down there and eat the lot. And to this day, he still loves apple pies.
Yes.
So it didn't work. Louise says, bye, Sue, keep up the good work. You've been told.
Yes. I'll post your stuff tomorrow.
Prunella says, 5 pillows wide, that must have been amazing. Yeah, I could have the bed to myself.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
See, they didn't hear that because you've got to get close to me if you want to talk that soft.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
It was
I'll
sneaky.
be back tomorrow because I'll smack him one.
Oh, I might be down here doing a 12-hour stream because you won't let me in the house. All right, Chookie. Catch you later on. You're not going anywhere, are you? No, okay. Bean. Louise says thank you and everyone says bye. Okay, let's get back onto this thing here. So we'll go to what we were doing before using this, which, oh dear, it's tough. So I'm going to cut 2 pins out using this, and then I will cut the remainder out using good stuff. So here we go. Oh dear. It's funny when you've been a day off the job, you come back on, you've got to get your head around it again. Always go on the waist side, so it doesn't matter if you leave a bit of mark on that pin, you can clean that off with a chisel. But if you go on the waist side, it doesn't matter if you don't saw straight. It's all good. So I've got 1, 2. Okay, so I'll come back this way. Excuse I. Oh, I just remembered I've got some chocolate in the fridge too. Or have I? I don't know. Oh, yes, I have. So that's the advantage of having chocolate in your fridge down here. If it's in there last night, it will be in there today, but if it's in the house last night, there is no guarantee the night walkers haven't been along and knocked it off. Isn't that right, kids? If you're up in the house watching. So all I'm doing now is evening this off. Oh, a frog in my throat today. And now we knock all that out. Where's that bit I had? This will do. This will do. I come back from that line I drew with the bevel facing forward, so when I knock down it's going to bring the chisel back. And then just get that waste out of there. I'll just move that actually onto the bench, could be better. Then spin it around so you've got the flat side towards the mark. I'm not sure how we'll go with this one because the last bit, oh no, we can get it out, is narrower than the chisel I was using. Okay, now we'll come down close to that line. I'm going to put the other glasses on so I can see that line. And this is the importance. It doesn't matter if you're using a cheap chisel, you've got to keep it sharp. And in a lot of cases, all you need is just to strop it. I've got nothing on there. Whoops. I can't see, it's a blur. And that just primes up your cutting edge nicely. Now, I've got to be very careful of this edge because yesterday, if you remember when I was cutting it, the bit split out. So it's not all that strong. I'm just going to come in here and break that out. Again, I haven't gone to a different chisel. I thought I was going to have to. But I'll see if I can just do it with this one. Okay, there we go. Now I'll put this up right onto that line. So we might put a spray of water on there. Boom, ba-dum, boom. Boom, ba-dum. That's pretty close. There we go. So we'll just pare that back. And I can't get in there with that, so what I'm going to do is use a knife. I can put a 1/4 inch chisel in there without any dramas, but seeing we're doing this with minimum tools, I'm just going to clean this out best I can to the line using a knife. Even the knife, give it a bit of a strop every so often. You'd be surprised how that will just brighten it up enough to get you out of trouble. Okay. And we'll just clean that off right on the line all the way down. You'll notice a lot of different things when I'm using different tools, but for this purpose of this exercise, this is what we're doing. Now I didn't actually time that. This is a bit that's going to be dicky. I'll just okay. This one here is very, very thin. There's every chance we're going to break it. So we're just going to have to sneak up on it slowly. What I might actually do, which I don't recommend, we might actually pare back the dovetail a little bit when we come to fitting it. Okay. So we might do that now. A little bit more down here. So this is the beauty of, once you understand the principles of what you're doing, you can change things to suit. So I've pared that down a little bit so we don't break this bit out here. Okay, so that was doing it with the rough stuff, and I don't know what that took. It might have taken 10, 15 minutes or something or other. Now I'm going to use what I would normally use, and we'll do the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, and we will see what the difference is. Why don't we, let's have a, where's my mouse? There we go. Morning, Jared, how are you, mate? Joe Missa, well, good morning. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. We're playing around with different tools. I've just used some very basic tools that you might have kicking around the garage or the backyard. And now I'm going to use the tools that cost a heck of a lot more, but are made to do the job. That's good as gold. Who was that, Ray? Yeah, Anthony could have that one. No. Oh, okay, so here we go. I'm using, you can use a Japanese saw, which work very, very well. I really like using this one. This is a Lee Nelson tapered dovetail saw. And the reason it's got a taper on it is it's deeper here. Whoop, where are we? It's deeper down this end than this end. The reason for that is when I'm cutting, I'm watching my guidelines back here, and I can see when I've hit a line. If this is parallel, if my blade is tilted up ever so slightly, I've gone through it on this side. But the idea is you keep it flat. So if you keep it flat, when this line here meets here, I'm just a whisker off the other side, which I can clean up later on. So what have we got? 52. Okay, we'll see how long this takes using the right gear. Well, that in itself's quicker. I'm just going to move this around so I can move around. Tad over there on one of them. And just come down to depth on this side. Do all the same angles in the one go rather than chopping, going here and then here and then here, then here. It's just more energy efficient and time efficient. This is a, where are we? Concept saw with a very, very, very fine blade in it. And I tilt it ever so slightly upwards so I don't run the risk of cutting down the line. Okay. So I think you'll agree that's a heck of a lot quicker. Where's a bit of timber? Let me just... First of all, we won't use that, we'll use this. Where's my light, Fred? Squirt of water, go and line it up on the line. And that'll do there. What have we got? One of those. They're slightly narrower, so I'll use this one instead. Weird, I can't get the light where I want it. And that one's really thin, so I'll need an 1/8 chisel on that one. Okay, when I'm doing that, I always like to square off the narrow end first. That way I'm not going to bust out the other side, whereas if I try and square this off, there's every chance this chisel is going to go through and blow out this side here. Okay, now we'll fit it. A little bit of trimming up there to do. You've got really nice sharp chisels. You just put it into that cut line, or the marking line, push down, and because you're going into long grain, there's hardly any resistance there at all. Get rid of that bit, I don't think I'll need it. I use the light because it actually makes the marking line stand out. And you don't feel you've got to take it off in one cut. Creep up on it. You're going to be better off. And then just have a look down there and see if you've got any shiny bits. A little bit of a shiny bit there, a bit there. No, that's all right. And then on these sides there's just a little bit. You could take a whisker off where it's shiny and you'll find it might go on a lot easier. Because where it's shiny, that means it's rubbing. That's not too bad. And those two just on the inside there. We'll go one more trial fit. Not all the way home, but nearly. So now we'll glue it. Oh no, we can't glue it yet. What we've got to do now is put a slot in there. Now the way I get these off is put my arm under there and worry it. And as you worry it, push up with your arm. That way you're not going to break anything, or maybe your arm. Okay, now it comes. And we'll finish it off with the old tools, but that's ready to go. The other side's ready to go. what we've got to do now is work out where you want your towel rail to sit. So just pop that down there. That's going to be the back of your towel rail. So you don't want it in the middle because the back of the towel rail is going to hit. Bring it out a bit, drop it down a bit, and what I suggest we use is a bit of this offcut. So you could, when we come to do that in a little bit, I'll show you. So I'm just going to draw that in. I've actually drawn it in. So this is how we get that groove. I'm going to use, you could use your clamp, but I think I've proved the point that you don't need flash tools. So I'm going to use my tail vise here, which is going to be a lot quicker for holding. But I'll use those tools. If you had a router, yeah, you could use a router. Score a line with your knife. That came off a little bit, I can live with that. Score another line where that other one is. Hang on. I'll use the same chisel. Put a cut line down the bottom there. Just take a little bit out. Where you've done this cut, so we might even go, what's that one like? Yeah, where you've done this cut, just roll your chisel up there, just like that. And the same on the other side. So you've got a nice reference point there. Then you can take the ridge off the middle, pick your knife up again, cut through the fibres, cut down the end a bit more, and then continue. I hope these are the same way. Yeah. Continue just to pair up the side. So obviously, I do miss longer chisels. Obviously, if you don't have a tail vise, which you wouldn't, you just use your clamp with a piece of wood to hold it into place. And you just keep on doing this process. Cut. Stab down the end. And chisel one side. Chisel the other side. Chisel up the middle. Starts to get a bit dull. Now you don't need a strop. Well, a strop is anything. You could use the back of an old belt. Go to, Goodwill or Vinnie's or a charity shop, some Oxfam, and just go and buy an old belt, leather belt for $2. Glue it onto a piece of timber if you want. You don't even have to glue it on a piece of timber, although it's nicer to have it secured. I mean, this is not rocket science. And work out how deep you want to go. You've got to have it deep enough So whatever you put in there, it's not going to fall out when you pull a bit of paper towel off. I reckon that's getting pretty close to deep enough to tell you the truth. I'll just finish this last one off. Okay. Let's have a look at that. That looks pretty even. We can check for the evenness of depth. Combination square. Bottom it out there. Slide it up to the other end. Give it a push. If it goes down, it means we're a little bit high this end. If it rises up, it means you're a little bit high down the bottom end. That'll do. All right, so now this bit of timber we'll cut a tenon on. You can do a normal tenon with 2 shoulders, but let's face it, it's a wallpaper, it's a, what do you even call it, paper towel holder, so who cares? All I've just done there is just a lap. So we'll do that here. We've got to mark off, work out how much we need. No, we'll put this together. This will be the last thing we cut. There you go. So take the tape off. Give it a bit of a sand. This is that cheap tape that if you leave it on for more than a day, it gets very gummy. There we go. Just put these good bits back so I don't get confused. I'm hopefully getting a 1/8 chisel for these set. I was talking to Trent the other day and he was all excited. He rang me up. He said, "Hey, you know those chisel handles I got for you, the Fiddleback Desert Rosewood?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I found the 1/8 chisel handle." He said, "So I'll make you a 1/8. Awesome. Looking forward to that. Okay, what have we got? We got that, we got that. I'll show you something we can do with that later on too. That up there. Where's the sanding block? Here's the sanding block. I think this one was $2.80 from Bunnings. I'm starting out with a bit of 120. And we'll use the bench hook. That hurt yesterday when I jammed my finger in that, I'll tell you. Put that there, and then we can just give it a good sand. So these bench hooks are so handy for a myriad of things. Sanding, chiseling. And I think we'll go straight to 240 because we can. The other side we'll sand when it's all glued up. Now comes the gluing up part, and I use a brush when I'm gluing dovetails together. See, we might just sand the inside of that too. No, I'll use the sander for that. But you've seen how you can sand it. And again, another benefit of having the right gear. There's no dust there. The other way there was dust. So now we will gotta work out how they go now. That goes there, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Do this one first. What I use is ordinary glue. I'll use PVA glue. Got some here. Now, let me have a chat before I glue that up. Steve, I've got a very old Gresson razor strop. Love it. Yeah, I've got one in the truck too. They're absolutely brilliant razor strops. Very hard to come by now though. Prenella's off. Good night, Prenella. Sleep well. I'm going to crash in a minute, so I'm off. I'll leave this open to emulate a lurking viewer. I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm back home. You're in hospital again, you poor love. You stay safe. Hard energy out to you, me dear. You would have been popular, Trevor. Goodness gracious. Oh dear, oh dear. Pouring rain where you are, Trevor. Rained a bit last night here, but not too much. Oh, yeah, you hang in there, John, because I'll show you how you can make a paper towel holder in 30 seconds. And then you can knock it all out for them. But you can give up your full-time job. You go straight back into cabinet making. Oh, Tango, g'day, mate. Lovely for you dropping in. Yeah, thanks, Ray. I got that lesson, but I had to learn it twice. Yeah, I'm going to use Type Bond, Jacob. Type Bond 2 for that one. This is what's in here. I should use hide glue, shouldn't I? No, I won't. Oh, that's not good at all. G'day, Earl. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here too, mate. Oh, that makes two of us. So we have a majority. Oh, thanks, Max. Wait a minute. No, we're good. We're good. Hey, Randy. Okay, let's see. That's very presumptuous of Blue Ren and John. Hit the thumbs up button. Okay, right. Now, I use a brush. Now, I can hear some of you going off already. Oh, but I don't have a brush. What if I haven't got a brush? Check it out. You will have these lying around, I'm sure. If you don't, because glue brushes, let's face it, once you have a glue brush, it's It's never any good for anything else, except high glue. The one I've got in here, this manky, smelly, horrible looking thing, I get about 6 months to a brush before they actually get eaten out. So that's okay. But, bit of cane, hang on, let's do the cane first. So you want a brush, a little bit of cane, drop it off, throw that bit away because I don't want it. Pop it in a bit of water so it's wet. Pick up your hammer. There you go. That's worth the price of admission, that one. Look at that, isn't that it's a lovely little brush that you can throw away, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, but I can hear some of you, oh, I haven't got any cane. Well, it doesn't matter. Go down the dollar shop, the cheap shop, get a packet of bamboo skewers. Not quite as good, but they work. Get it wet. And just smack it with a hammer. There you go. You got a nice little brush there. Cane ones are better because you get more fibres, but that's it. How easy is that? There you go. That should go in the tip jar, that one. Yeah, I knew that. Where did you get the cane? Good on ya. Thanks, Martha. Dear. Oh, that's thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it. Someone's got me back. I should be using Gorilla Glue or PV. Can't buy tight bond from Bunnings. No, you can't. I used to use Aquid here until I got on tight bond. Carbotex sell it though. There you go. Hey, Simon, I just gave you a plug. Yeah, Carbotex sell it, and there are places around that have it. It's a good glue, and it's a lot cheaper than Sally's. I can't open this now. Oh, here we go. I didn't have any Wheaties for breakfast. Now if I can do this without splodging it all over the flipping place. Oh, there we go. Oh, I have it in a jar because when I'm making chopping boards, I don't want to be squirting the glue out all the time. It's much easier just to put a brush in there. If I'm doing chopping boards, I use a much bigger brush. I did have one kicking around there, and like everything else has gone away. Oh no, here you go. Yeah, that's what I normally use, just a 1 inch. Cheaper. In fact, it's cheaper to buy a pack of 5 than it is to buy one. So there you go. All right. Where are we going? Let's change cameras. We'll go to there. Dip it in there. And make sure you got, your board and everything the right way. And you know what you're doing. So you're not messing around, because this glue goes off reasonably hard. But it's much nicer doing it this way than, so I might as well go that way, than squirting it on through a bottle, because then it all runs down. So saying, he just drops a great big dollop on the vise. It runs all over your job, which isn't the best thing in the world. So that's inside, so that means that's got to go there. Let's hope. Gee, I hope. Yep, I think so. All right, here we go. I'll just put... Boom. And it's great for getting in. I shouldn't have been so tight. And to answer your question, Blue Wren, this is offcuts from the chair repair I did on Susie's rocking chair when we put the new seat in it. But look, I reckon Spotlight or most fabric or hobby places have it. Bunnings used to sell it. I don't know if they still do. We could actually get away without glue in this because I think those dovetails are tight enough. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Put a bit of water in the vise so it's not going to slip on me. Actually, that's what I will do. I'll put this underneath there, so then it's not going to, if I knock down, it's not going to bruise. Definitely not wonderful tails, but they will do the job. That side's all right, the other side's a bit manky. Now, we've got to put other one in. Hello, what's happened? My TV screen's just died. Why did it just die? It might be one of those timer things. So I'm going to keep on going and assume that everyone is still out there. Ah, where are we? Ba-da-bum. What's today? Sunday. Okay. Tomorrow I'll bring some books down that I have used for various things, which I think are great references. Some may still be in print, some may not be, but some of them, there's one in particular that was recommended to me by Silas Koff, who does the most amazing marquetry work. I've got his book too, but what set him on the path of marquetry was a book that was published in 1976, I think. So you think, oh, well, that's out of print, but I ended up getting an ex-library copy from the UK, and I think it cost me $20 or something or other. Okay, so here goes. Nothing. It's starting to slip in the vise, so we'll do it on the bench top. You get there better. Now get your square. Whoops! Ah, no! I just dropped my stick in the glue. That's it. If anyone wants to slightly use second-hand brush, do let me know. Get your square. Make sure the sides are square, which that one is. that one is. Now one of these I've already cut, so we've got to cut one more. Mark off. Go that pencil, will you? That's for writing around corners. Mark off the depth you want, how big your tenon's got to be, and how wide. You do that by putting that there and putting a mark there. So this isn't super crucial. Providing it fits in there, it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, I'm just freehanding this. Goes there, goes, I'll bring that back a bit, down to there, and we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do first is cut that off there. Where's a U-Butte saw? And I'll see if I can do it without jamming my fingers. Thanks for pointing that out, Ray. I appreciate that. Move that and that. Check to make sure that you've got enough meat there, which we do. Come down to that mark. Now you can either put that in the vise and saw it off, or just give it a whack with a hammer and it should snap off. There you go. See? It's good to know shortcuts. And then just clean that up. See if it fits in the slot, which it does. And if you really want to pretty it up, we'll pretty it up. We'll make it nicer. Pop it in the vise. And then either a chisel or your hand plane, you can just put a nice little round over on there. If you could see what I was doing, it'd be much better, wouldn't it? I'll go that way because I don't want to go against the grain. See what happens if I go against the grain. Only because I'm lazy. Oh, that's not too bad. It's just been rounded a bit. Put that into that. And you can do whatever you like with it from then on. If you want, you can cut these corners off. I'll even sharpen my pencil with a chisel. There you go. You can cut these corners off here and round them over if you want. You could cut them at that angle. You can leave it the way it is. You could cut a bit out the back there to give it a bit of a feature or what have you. We've got to plane this bit flat so it's flat to the sides, which I suppose we could do now. Where are we? Is it going to fit in the vise? Oh, yes, Terry's vise. Will it fit? No, it won't. Yeah, so just plane it flat. Where you've got gaps in the dovetails, and this isn't something I advocate, but as I said, it's rough and it's ready. What you want to do is cut a wedge off. We'll pick a good one. Where's a good one? Okay, that's pretty disgusting, that one there. Cut a wedge off the same timber. You can do it on a bandsaw or might be able to get a bit with a chisel, let me see. All you do is glue it and get a little bit of glue. Dip it in the glue. Put it in where the dovetail's got a great big gap. Just hammer it home, and then when that's dried, just cut it off. And that will minimise, well, it'll take the gap out. You can tell there's a repair if anyone's looking, but that's an easy way of fixing dovetails. What else are we going to do? That's it, I think. Wait a minute. Where did my little... Oh dear. And Max, no, it was John. John, I promised you that I'll show you how to make a paper towel holder in less than a minute, and I'll do that in a minute. So anyway, that's it. And that was made, I think I'll keep this in the shed now actually. What is it? Is it meant to go over the top or under the bottom? Or doesn't it matter? Yeah, you can make that. Okay, the more time you spend, the better you're going to get at it. But you saw up until the last little bit, it was just very, very basic tools. So if you're in lockdown and you're whinging and moaning that you've got nothing to do, and you've got those basic tools that I use, which I'm not using again, you can start doing stuff. If you can, I haven't got any timber, go out and get a fruit crate. Go and get a pallet from somewhere. Go and rip up some palings off the front fence. There's all sorts of things you can do. Now, John, all right, we're going to do it. I'm going to see if I can make a paper towel holder in under a minute. Are you ready? Scotty Beam's teeth up. Oh, dear. Oh. No, I'm not having a bad day. I'm having a better day than I thought I'd have. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, I'm nearly up to date. You can use those crappy tools, but not... You can use those crappy Steve's, but not Steve. He's doing that. No, you got that right. Anyway, John, here we go. Get your stop clock ready. All right, what we need. This is what we need. Ready? I'm gonna put a timer on this because I want to beat my record of a minute. Where's my clock? Here we go. Stopwatch. We're ready. Got to make sure everything's right. Start. Ten seconds. There you go. Well, it's nearly a paper towel holder. It's a Christmas tree paper towel holder. But anyway, you can do it. I've got faith in you. Look at that. It was. You've got to make sure it's the right size. But that's it. Does the same job. Max, I'm going to take that up on the lathe and I'll turn that just for you. There's more timber involved in that than a roll of paper. Anyway, it's the thought that gets. Oh, you see, that's the problem. I was thinking metric, but these obviously are imperial paper rolls. Anyway, I'll tell you what, we'll fix that later on. Okay, so whatever else is going on, let me see. No, look, you can, Jacob, if you want to. I'm not going to. I'm over it, to tell you the truth. Let me just cut that off with a flush saw. But I tell you, it will get used. I decided I can put it up in my top shed, and that way, just out of interest, that glue's not dry. I'll just run a plane over that so you can see just how effective those repairs are. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Take that a little bit. I had a very closed mouth on that one. Must have been the other day. Here we go. Let's do it properly. Number 3, that might need a bit of a tickle up, that one. That's better. God. Cameraman should be sacked today, shouldn't he? Now I'll just hit that with a buzzer. Just to give you an idea, that's not an exercise in how to do good dovetails, but that is the one there that we put that slither in. And it's filled that gap up really, really nicely. So always keep your offcuts, and then if you do have big gaps, you can do the same to that. You just get a piece. Where's that piece that I cut off? Of course, the object is not to make those mistakes in the first place. Okay. No, it's got to be a bit wider than that. Oh. Okay, let's try this bit. Pare it down a bit more. Okay, so there's a big hole. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. There's the one that had the hole in it. Now there's a hole up here. So what I've done is, again, just cut off a little wedge, and I'd even cut that back a bit. All you do is put a little bit of glue in there with that wedge. Tap it in like that. We'll pretend that's glued. Knock it off with a flush saw. Hit it with a sander. And you wouldn't stop a galloping horse to look at it. A little bit of putty in there, if that's the way. I don't think I've got any. Oh, have I? What's that? Mahogany, that might do. It's a little bit dark, but if I had some lighter stuff, I'd put that in there. Scrape it off. I won't even get the sander out for that. There you go. There's no hole there whatsoever. So as I've said a lot of times, look, doing woodwork isn't about, we all aim to do it right. And we all aim to get it perfect. The truth is, it ain't never gonna happen. Sometimes you'll jag it. It's like playing golf. Sometimes you'll jag a hole in one. Sometimes I might jag a bogey. But the thing is, you just got to get out there and try. And really, the more mistakes you make, the better you are in the long run, because you learn how to fix them. And I only know how to fix them because I've made them. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. If you're making it for a loved one or a friend, not so much for sale, and it's made with love and thought and your own energy, well, they're going to like it. So it doesn't matter. We all get caught up in the egos of, oh, it has to be perfect. Oh, I can't be seen to do something wrong. What would people think? I've got this persona out there that I'm perfect. And, well, I'm happy to say none of you think that of me, because that would be one mantle I do not want. I just want to be a knockabout bloke that has a crack at things, and sometimes, if I do it often enough, I get it right. So don't be afraid to get in there and have a go. Make some paper towel holders that don't fit. Doesn't matter. Be creative. Do what you want to do, and one of these days, if you do it often enough, you'll go, holy cow, I know how to do that. I'm happy. That's going up in the wood turning shed. Yeah, and that's all it is, whether it's woodwork, whether it's sewing, whether it's cooking, whether it's relationships. Oh, here we go, I'm on a roll now. Whether it's writing a story. The first book I ever wrote, I had no idea I was writing a book. And it just went from one word to the next word, one chapter to the next chapter. And all of a sudden I thought, gee, I've just written a story. How good's that? I enjoyed that. And then people say, oh, that was nice. Could I get a copy? And you sell a couple of copies and then more people want them. And one of my books ended up as a referenced study manual for communications in a private college. So who knows? Stranger things do happen. It wasn't written for that. It was just written for, I don't know, something to do because I got bored. As you people know, I get bored very easily. Oh, let me just, while we're here, I'll just have a look at this. Oh, the front of this chair, and we might be able to at least put a bit of that together. Maybe. Oh. This is a bit we stuck in here the other day, so I've got to drill that out, which I should. There's that word again, should. Should use a drill press because I'm going to be slack. Okay, now, so that's got to go into that. Well, we can do that bit. There you go, that's strong. That's not moving. So that's good. Oh, that's good. Thanks, John. Pleased to see. We haven't turned you off yet. Good news, I got the 6-bay shadow. Oh, Jeff, awesome. But have you got your bloomin' saw sorted out? No, you wait, Blue Wren. All you got to do, you know yourself. All you got to do is get a few PowerPoints in there, and you run out of room real quick. Oh dear, I need me. I'm gonna have to make another brush now. Oh, where's a good hammer? Give me a good hammer. There you go. So a good one. Oh dear. No, that's great, Jeff. Pleased to hear. Okay, I'll just put this in here and wiggle this around a bit. And what have I got? 3 more chairs to do after this. These, you don't know, those of you that don't know, these are my neighbour's chairs. And when I finish it, I just stick it over the fence. And then she goes and gets me another one. Oh dear. Oh, I'll show you that other repair we did the other day too. When we had to, I forget what we had to do. Oh, that's right, I was pulling the chair to bits and it all fell apart and broke and snapped and did ugly things, and I glued it back together. So I'll just show you that. Here we go, that can go in there. This can go here. Get a couple of corky bits and a clamp. Oh, crumbs. Ooh. I know that's getting further away. I'm getting tighter. Ow. Yeah, I know, Ray. I just learned I shouldn't have done that. It's good to have a technical advisor. Okay, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Got a hole close to that. We'll see. I can't guarantee, but I think we should be okay. Hey, Anthony, everyone's been calling for you. I said he's still asleep.
That I was.
Oh, and he's barefoot. Yes. You know the rules about that.
Yes, I do. I came down to get some sandpaper so I could do my side.
Oh, so you don't, if you drop something on your foot when you're coming down to get something to work in another shed, it won't hurt. Is that what you're telling me? I wish I was a teenager again.
Why?
The absence of knowledge just allows you to be so free. Shh. Wait on, I'll just do this up. Me boy. Oh, I told everyone you're doing the scythe. I did. Oh.
Is that a table or the rocking chair?
What does it look like?
A table.
It's a chair. Well, how can it be the rocking chair? That's in our bedroom. Can you just grab... Oh, no, I've got it. What do you want? Oh, it's in 240.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on. I said 400, didn't I? Mm-hmm. There you go. Do you want your sanding block? I'm pretty sure I have yours here because it's got ants written on it. People are saying hello to you.
Hello.
There you go. Apple hash. I found my big toe only 3 weeks past and I confirmed was not wearing protective. There you go. There's someone lost their big toe. He's gone. Oh dear. With this, you can't rush when you're pressing these in because there's a, you want the big word for it, it's called a hydrostatic lock, where your glue compresses and can't escape and creates a cushioning effect. It's called a hydrostatic lock. Ba-da-bum. Nearly there. Oh. All right, so that's it. Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum. Water never hurt anything. It's all right on this stuff too, because this is a varnish, very, very heavy varnish. All I'm doing at the moment is cleaning the glue out of the seam. That's got it. And we'll clean it out from behind here. And there we have it. So it's just the glue that was creeping out of here. Leave that on there for a day and it will be good to go. And I'll show you that other repair we did the other day on it. Oh, if you remember correctly, this all got blown out. That was in maybe 3 or 4 pieces. But now, as you can see, it's all back to 1. What I'm going to do, not now, but shortly, will be put another block of wood in there where it's broken away from the dowels, and then I can re-drill that. And when we're finished, I'll make some plugs up to put in here so we cover those up. So it's coming along, but it really was. It was a disaster of a chair. But it's coming good now. Oh, so, well, I hope you had some fun. I did too. It was just one of those things, but don't ask me to do that again because I won't. But it will give, hopefully, a bit of, I'm just cleaning this off, a bit of cheer to some people and maybe some inspiration to other people that aren't doing woodwork because they feel they don't have the tools. Let's face it, at the moment we've all got time, so just get about it and do some stuff. Let me put that away. And I'm just looking at the clock and I've hit the 3 minutes past 12 mark. So what I want to do is, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, but sometime during the week, I'll split it up into 2 consecutive streams, which will be possibly the first hour will be up in the wood turning shed, not necessarily doing wood turning, but I'll be working on the bed, so it might be a bit boring, but you can see how I'm cutting these diamonds in designs, which might give you an idea for something you want to do. I will do a little bit of wood turning while I'm up there. I might do a little bit of epoxy work. Actually, we might do some burnt finishes as well using MAP gas or propane. And it's that close to the smithy, might even fire the forge up and do something. And then when I've finished up there, we'll come back down here and we'll carry on down here with whatever we're doing. But as I've said many times, if there's anything you want to see or any queries you've got, if it is within my knowledge bank and capabilities, I'm happy to share it. And if it's not, I'm fairly sure there's somebody in the chat room that would have the answer or has had the same experience. Actually, there was a, I've got to think of it now. There you go. I've never done this on a stream before. I used to do it a lot live when I was running seminars and what have you. And let's see if I can remember it now. Oh yeah, that's it. Everyone thinks they're different. All of us think we're different. Everyone in the chat room, we all come from different places, different backgrounds, different parentage, different lineages, different ethnic backgrounds, different financial stratas, different likes, dislikes, the whole box and dice. That's why there's so many flavoured milks out there. But because we all think that we're different, we think we can't relate to one another. And what I used to do was say, look, here's a little thing, I'd like you to try it. Now just answer yourself, write it down, whatever, it doesn't matter. I want you to say, think of 3 things. When I ask you to think of a specific subject, I want you to think of 3 things. That's all you got to do. Write it down if your memory's like mine. If not, be honest, just keep it to yourself. What I want is pick a number between 1 and 10. Bang, done, got it, okay. Now I want you to think of a flower, any flower, first flower that comes to mind. Okay, write that down. Now the third thing is an item of furniture. Bang, put it down. And everyone will be doing that, and I'd say, because we're all different, aren't we? So how many answers am I going to get? I'm going to get hundreds, if not thousands of different answers. Guess what? The high majority of you picked number 7, a rose and a chair. And if you didn't, it was 3 and a table. Now some of you are laughing and some of you are going, no, I picked 7.649832. I picked a petunia, and it was an ottoman from the something or other era. But on the majority, how many of you got that? So we're not that different. So on that note, knowing that we're not that different, I can say with my whole heart, I thoroughly enjoyed this morning. I give thanks for your patronage, support, encouragement, and just being there. I hope in some small way I'm helping relieve some of the stresses that the current situation is causing. And along the way, if you picked up a couple of hints, that was a bonus as well. But don't let anything stop you from reaching your dreams. If you haven't got the tools, use what you've got. If you haven't got the ability to do something, learn how to get it. If you haven't got the courage, just step on out and do it. That's all I can say, because we are all the same. We all aspire to do the same thing and to be, well, there's 3 R's we go for. You want recognition, reward, or what's the other one? Recognition, reward or responsibility. And 99% of us out there want recognition. So I give you that recognition from my heart. Thank you one and all. This is Steve pulling the shed door down saying remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself. Be kind to each other. It's a great opportunity to exercise self-restraint and tolerance. Enjoy your room that you're in. Let me know how many bricks are on the wall and how many pieces of pile are in a square metre of the carpet you're currently sitting on. And until tomorrow, when we'll do it all again, only differently, I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench. Once again, if you want to email me, admin at woodworkingmasterclass.com.au. You can message me at Steve Hay on Facebook or just leave a comment. And if you're new, please whack the subscribe button. I catch you all later. God bless. See you soon. Bye for now. I forgot to say good day, Enno, Zeno, Roscoe, Brian, Earl, anyone else, please forgive me because I just missed out. I'm going to have a coffee now.